brother's brother not been sober enough and shit. Like he ain't with us or some shit. He not a prophet or some shit. He just a cousin or some shit.
That's what y'all do.
Yeah, right. Right. Oh, you know what? My screen is cracked. So you know what? It's best for us to flip it around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just flip it. Because it's the electron cracked. And then I can check it and see how big it looks. So I get your back straight. Yeah. Just kind of let me know because I just got some more mason jars. I'm gonna make another batch.
Okay.
Yeah. You too. Yeah.
So the sound.
Yeah, the sounds make more sound. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What it look like?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we good, bro. Good. Okay.
You gonna be right here, so
Yeah, I get it. Kind of Are you why I need you?
Oh no, you perfect. You
Okay.
perfect. You perfect. Cause you gonna sit right here. Yeah, right.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Shalom. All right. All right, Shalom. Hey, we would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right. Hey, we are the GMS Mississippi Camp. Hey, and we have some honorable guests today with us. All right. The other brother.
Tazawar.
All right. The brother.
Anna.
All right. From Wisconsin and from Memphis. All right. Hey, and today we're going to go into a live stream, basically going into, all right, how the kingdom of heaven, how it's not going to be like America. A lot of us, when we envision, all right, the kingdom of heaven, we still have these Western concepts in our mind.
Right.
And we think it's basically going to be like a Wakanda or a so-called chocolate kingdom, a Black Wall Street, where we're still colonized, we're still European, and we still have these jeans and suits and ties, but we're just in another country. No, it's going to be a whole different paradigm, all right, a whole different reality, okay? So my brother can open up with the scripture.
Isaiah 14.
Let's go, bro.
Want to start at 1?
Yeah, you can start at 1, you can jump to the fair trees to rejoice.
Okay. This
As a matter of fact, go to where it says, this the man that made the earth to tremble too.
This Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and sit them in their own land.
Sit them in their own land. See, we've been 2,000 years from that prophecy because we got kicked out of Jerusalem, what, 70 AD?
70 AD, yep.
So now it's 2023.
Yep.
So it's been nearly 2,000 years since we've been in our own land. You know, go ahead.
It said, in the strange.
It says, and have mercy. Read that again.
Yeah, it said,
that's what Yahushua is coming to bring to the nation of Israel is mercy. All right, and that mercy is us getting up out of Babylon. This is the whole point of World War III. When you go into Joel, the 3rd chapter, it says this is because what the nations had done to the Israelites. All right, and he's going to destroy them and then put us back in our homeland. All right, so this is the mercy that the Lord has given unto us. Go ahead.
It said, for the Lord, Isaiah 14:1, for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and sit them in their own land, and the strangers should be joined with them.
Which is the Israelite foreigners. All right. Nathaniel said that that's talking about the other nations. No, that's talking about the Israelites that's scattered. All right. We're going to come back together as a one body all over again. All right. It's been a long time coming since King Solomon.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's so ironic. It's spiritual that it rent with King Solomon, but guess what? He's bringing it back together, which is Yahushua. You see? So go ahead.
And they should cleave to the house of Jacob.
Yep.
And the people should take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel should possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they should take them captives, whose captives they were.
Yeah. So we're gonna be ruling. All right. We're gonna be the
overlord.
Yeah, the overlords over the nations, man, and specifically Esau, Edom. So this is what the kingdom of heaven is about. That we're gonna be on top. All right, we're gonna be on top, and the other nations are gonna be our servants. Beginning with Esau, Edom. All right, don't listen to that bullshit that madman is speaking of. All right,
and that's part of that post-traumatic slave disorder. Where you just innately think Esau is going to be somewhere in the realm of rulership.
Right.
It's like you can't fathom him being out. You can't fathom him being outside of your reality.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You know.
And they should rule over their oppressors.
Yeah, rule over our oppressors. That's another thing about the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
Which is going to be different from America. We're going to rule over our oppressors. We're going to rule over Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man. All right, predominantly what looks like a European. All right, a Caucasian. All right, Esau, Edom. We're gonna rule over him, as the scriptures say, man. All right,
and he's not gonna come back into power.
Yeah,
no. You know, when this kingdom is taken down. Better question: which ancient kingdom has arisen again?
None.
Egypt, Greece, Rome. None of them.
No.
So for Esau, Edom to have his blessing in today's time, then Yahushua come with the holy host of the heavenly angels,
right,
to take this man down. Have all the crowns of the kings of the earth placed underneath his feet. The Heavenly Father give him his kingdom.
Right.
This is ancient history.
Yeah.
It's never going to rise again.
Yeah.
This is Esau's blessing. And so Esau in the kingdom is not going to be able or capable to fight against the Lord, fight against Israel in their true state.
Impossible.
It's impossible.
Isaiah 47 says that the Lord will not meet thee as a man.
Yep.
So like the elder brother was just saying, now when you look into the empires, right? What happened? Why did another empire fall or get taken over? Because their military was better. The military of Yahweh Shem Shai is a spiritual, celestial military.
Well,
you can't fuck with that.
What's he called? The Lord of Hosts.
Yep. Sabaoth.
Sabaoth. How can you go against the Lord of Armies?
Come on, man.
If the Most High that created wisdom, if the Most High created time, if the Most High created battle, warfare,
right,
so on and so forth, he gave it to his only begotten son. So if he is the creator of initiating violence, and he gave it to his only begotten son, how can one who learned violence defeat the one who created violence?
I got a precept for you.
Let's go.
This is Exodus 15:3. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war.
He's a man of war, right?
Yeah.
So that means what? That every particular, because we always talk about emotions. We have rage, we have anger, we have subtlety, we have subjection, we have happiness, we have sadness, so on and so forth. So the Most High is a man of war, right? Yahweh Shem Shai is a man of war because it says, I and my Father are one. So if that same mindset is in Yahweh Shai, who could come against that?
Nothing.
Because even a man on earth, people say he blacked out or he saw red.
Yeah.
What can you tell that man? You can't do anything but tase him or shoot him, right? Unless he decides to calm down. And Yahweh Shai the same way. Hey, when Yahweh Shai comes back, bro, the scripts even talk about that every eye shall see him. He's gonna make it well known that he's coming to wreck some stuff up.
Yeah, it says that that they I think it's in Luke that they're gonna tremble or mourn. Yeah, everyone's gonna mourn, and you know. So with that imagery of this celestial being coming on the earth in an instant, and everyone is fearing. So you think later on down the line, after the smoke is cleared, that they're gonna get some fucking courage?
Yeah, with less resources. If they got $1 trillion military now, and they see because they at the moment all it was perceived was what? Dust. Like Yahweh Shai ain't gonna run through that shit. So how in the hell can you muster up a part two when you don't even have those resources that you had, in this time.
Yep.
You want,
1,000 years of being in a caveman state.
Yeah.
1,000 years of being incompetent, but from that particular space, you're gonna overthrow Yahweh Shai of hosts, the Lord of hosts.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense.
And just like Elder Bone was saying, how Heavenly Father man of war, so you know Yahweh Shai man of war. War, ain't just the exchange of actual bullets, but you got it's a psychology to it too.
Yep.
Like there's certain war strategies meant to break you.
Yeah.
So that 1,000-year captivity, that's gonna break that.
It's gonna break
a rod of iron.
Yeah. Gad used to have the death whistle that they used to scare Esau's soldiers. It's like a whistle that it's heavy demonic. It sounds real demonic, but it'll frighten you. But Gad was everywhere, but they heard that sound that frightened them to death.
And the
Before they even attacked them, it was a psychological, oh shit, like death was coming. I want to play it. If I can find it, I'm gonna play it. But it was real tactical, like you were saying.
And it echoes through the trees,
Through the trees. Yeah. They terrified, man. So if Jake was doing that here, how much more Yahweh Bashem that was shot with the holy angels to terrify you,
Captivity gonna be a major psychological project.
Yep.
That's what Deuteronomy 28 was.
Mm-hmm.
Deuteronomy 28, it was a demotion from sovereignty and rulership, but also it was a psychological, like you said, punishment. Because we was talking about being raised by our mothers.
Mm-hmm.
That was psychological punishment. So now this generation can't possibly go against Esau because we've had so many centuries of being demoted from being functioning as a collective.
You got a precept, bro?
Yeah, I had a precept going back, Yahweh Shai, This is Joshua 5, and I'm going to start at 13. And it came to pass when Joshua was by Jericho that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with a sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, Art thou for us or for our adversaries? And he said, Nay, but as captain of the host of the Lord am I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship, and said unto him, What said my Lord unto his servants?
And you gotta think it's because Joshua was the captain of the host at that time for the earthly military. Yahweh Shai said, I'm the captain of the host, speaking of in the heavens. You see? So this is letting you know that Yahweh Shai, because he played a part in ancient Egypt, that destruction. This is what Yahweh Shai is finna do. He's not new to this. He's an experienced man of war. So what he's finna do to America, man, and then like I say, even post-war, the psychology of their rod of iron, like, nah, ain't no coming back from that. That's why Jay gotta be destroyed. Why? Because ain't no coming back for him. That's why they gotta go back to the spiritual realm, be born through the righteous loins of the elect.
That wound is incurable.
Showing
you that there was a blow.
You're like that little nigga was just watching. King.
You gotta kill him.
You can't undo him.
He's like a lazy son. A lazy son. When you go back into like we talked about the other day, like seek ye the old paths. The old paths was a way of structure. It was a way of stability. It was a way of righteousness, and it was strictly just the right way. And that's why the whoredom in Israel, when it concerns the daughters, it was complete to be stumped out. When it looks at a lazy son or unrighteous son, it was to be stumped out. Why? Because now you was able to maintain the true righteous order and structure.
Because if I may say this when we get back to the scriptures, Cain was a weed in the garden. Esau was a weed in the garden of the sons of men. He's a weed. So why would you allow that weed to even get to that point where it just dominates the garden?
I mean, I'll read the last one. It said, And the captain, Joshua 5:15, and the captain of the Lord's host said unto Joshua, Loose thy shoe from off thy foot, for the place whereon thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. Just show you that was Yahweh Shai. Because you read Revelation, the angel told him to get up. I'm that brother.
He bowed to.
He bowed down.
That was Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
You got it.
This is Job 18:14. his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. And speaking of Esau, Edom, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. And that's Yahweh Shai, the kings of terror. So, like you were saying, he created the concept of being frightened.
Fear.
You know,
He's the creator of fear.
So, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got it, bro.
The creator of fear is going to be overcome and conquered. Yahweh Shai is not coming back riding upon that donkey anymore, man. He's not coming back meek. He's not coming back
lowly, humble,
sheep
like
allowing you to smack him, spit upon him, crucify him. He's not doing that, man.
He said, I'm not going to meet you as a man.
He's not going to meet you as a man. So that means what? That he's going to meet you as a super being. He's going to meet you on the spiritual, powerful level.
Yep.
The Creator created us to be flesh. He created us to maneuver as humans on planet Earth. The heavens are the heavenly. We're on Earth because this is earthly.
And then they talk, I'm not gonna say they talk shit about us, but do you hear how the Most High talks about the sons of man? When he talked to Ezekiel, he said, "Thou son of man." You have to understand context. This is an extraterrestrial being saying, "Thou offspring of mankind," showing you that I'm not of your species. I'm not of you. What did it say in Sirach 10? Why is earth and ashes proud? What did it say in, was it Psalm? Was it Job? Like, man is like a grasshopper that get crushed like throughout the day. Like, it's nothing to die by accident.
Thou worm, Jacob.
Thou worm, Jacob. So the Heavenly Father is not subject to these chains of darkness, man. So how can you combat somebody that perceives you as like that? You know?
Grass, I remember I taught him about, because you look at the lifespan of a grasshopper, they only live for a year. Just 12 months. You know?
Yeah. And then it also said to back up your point, it says consider the ant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Most High, he's really, you know what I'm saying, from him being on high, he's looking us down, you know what I'm saying, like, hey,
this is putting you in perspective.
Of understanding of the omnipotent versus my creation. If you draw, if you paint, that's your artwork.
Yeah.
Imagine doing a bust drawing of an upward anybody, and the thing start talking back to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do to it? Punch a hole in it, light it on fire, start back over. You know what? I'm gonna scroll all through you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got out of place, and that's the Most High do it.
And that's Isaiah, like the potter talking to the Creator.
Yeah.
Like talking against his maker. You know? You got it, bro.
Going back to Isaiah 14.
Yep.
You want me to keep me down? Or?
Yeah, keep going.
Isaiah 14:3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh should give thee rest from that sorrow and from that fear.
Yeah, because that's what we waiting on. You know, we waiting on the Lord to give us rest. All right, and I will look up rest in the Greek and the Hebrew. I believe it's what Hebrews 4. It goes into the blessed being relieved from toil and trouble. You know, so the Lord is going to give us that rest, and being relieved from toil and trouble is being released under the hands of Esau. You know, under Esau's rulership and authority. That's why I was going. I'm sorry. That's why before that is going into how we're going to take the captives, who captives we were. We was captives, but the Lord's going to give us that strength and that power to take them over, and that's going to be our rest. So you mean to tell me after we get in the state of restness from toil and trouble, then Esau is going to come, figure it out to try to. No, this is our fucking rest time. Nothing is going to happen during your rest. When you rest, is like. We get a little bit of rest in Babylon. It's like, man, that shit is. And then we gotta wake up. And this nigga over here plotting. No, bro, this is gonna be an everlasting rest that we're gonna get. You know?
I'm sorry, bro.
You got it.
No, it says he's who are the saints of the Most High. That was part of it.
Yeah.
So we're worn out right now. But going back to just to give proper perspective, man, Esau's not gonna have the intelligence to come together and form some type of confederacy amongst themselves.
It's a rest.
Two, he's gonna be going. That's why in Isaiah, when you keep reading, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
The scripture also goes into when thou have a servant, give him no liberty. Why? Because he's gonna plot against you. And Esau's not gonna have no liberty. Esau is gonna be toiling and working laboriously for 1,000 years, bro, building up the kingdom, and then he's gonna be exterminated per the prophet Obadiah.
Because what did Esau do with us? Nah, a nigga can't read.
Yes.
You can't do nothing because they don't want you to start thinking.
You can't congregate.
You can't congregate.
And then he give you a woman and think you finna have a family or a household, then he take it away from you.
Yeah.
Like he never gave the Israelite man, the Israelite woman any particular rest.
Or tools to build.
And tools to build.
Right.
Why? Because he needed them to be under his thumb.
Yeah.
So you think us in our kingly estate, we're gonna even Yahushua. You think Yahushua in his kingdom is gonna allow Esau Edom to conjure up any form of formability to venture back into Babylon, ancient Rome,
It's nuts.
Roman Empire, ancient Greece? It's crazy.
It's
You gotta be a super heavy demon to even think that Yahushua is that powerless.
And the scripture says there's no remembrance in death, right? When you lose your kingdom, that's like you die. So when they get debased to that caveman slave state, 1,000 years later, you're not gonna remember Greece and Rome. Who's gonna teach that to you? They didn't teach us when we ruled Europe. They didn't teach us when we was Israelites and we were related to King Solomon.
You woke up as slaves.
Yeah, you woke up as a slave.
And then not to mention,
Homeborn.
even seeing Babylon the Great, the scripture talk about how we're gonna teach our children. Like, the Most High destroyed that place.
Yeah.
Esau Edom is gonna see the smoke too.
Yeah.
He's gonna know what happened.
Yeah.
What happened when you come against Yahweh, when you come against Yahweh Shai, when you come against the apple of his eye, which are the Israelites.
That's it. That's it. Perfect.
Crazy.
And he's gonna be incompetent.
Listen to those black Israelites.
He's gonna be incompetent. We could barely speak English when we were enslaved. He's not gonna be competent enough to even come. You know what I mean?
The three things real quick. Like brothers getting into Esau, first off, he's not gonna have the time. He's not gonna be incompetent, and he's not gonna have the resources.
You'll have resources.
Yeah, like then that's another thing. He gonna build weapons out of the resources.
Out of sticks.
Yeah, so then he gonna build weapons to come against us with our resources.
We got spiritual power.
Yeah, so he gonna use our because we gonna own the earth, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So he gonna use our resources to build weapons.
It's like what's that Wakanda? What is it? Black Panther?
Yeah.
Where the Edomites invaded Wakanda, some shit like that. Like that's a fairy tale, man.
Yeah.
It's a good ass movie. It's a good movie.
Storyline.
A good storyline. But that shit is for fucking Hollywood. You know.
Hey, this in the NOT, Isaiah 14:3. In that wonderful day when the Lord give his people rest from sorrow and fear, from slavery and chains.
Man. So we're gonna be at a state of rest, which is peace. All right. The scriptures speak about until Shiloh come. All right. Until Shiloh come, that's talking about Yahushua, Solomon, peace. All right. You got it, bro.
Isaiah 14:4. King James said that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how had the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased?
By Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. That's how. All right. The king of Babylon is the Edomites. All right. Beginning with Amalek, the little hat, big nose people. All right. How have they ceased? Because a power met them with a celestial force. When you go into the Apocrypha, it tells you that they was afraid, but they durst fight because they had to be destroyed. So you think, now with all that technology now, the scripture says that they're gonna be afraid when Yahushua pulls up. All right. So with no like the brother was saying, with no resources, you think they're gonna, gain some courage? That's stupid. You got it.
It said, Isaiah 14:5, the Lord had broken the staff of the wicked.
See, he broke the staff of the wicked, their resources, their technology, their mindset. He broke them. Go ahead.
In the scepter of the rulers.
Yep.
He who he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that wooed the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindered.
See, he's persecuted, and none hindered. So it's going to be a wrap for him. All right, no coming back. Go ahead.
It said the whole earth is at rest.
The whole earth is at rest. You got to really understand the topic at hand is when Yahushua arrives, this is going to be a rest forever now. All right? Even the other nations ain't going to buck up and band with your goofy ass. It says that when the wicked is in authority, the people mourn. When the righteous, roughly paraphrasing, the people rejoice. So guess what? The other nations, they're going to be happy as fuck that we in rulership.
And the proof on that is when you look at the estate that we are in now, who's coming to our aid? They're allowing Esau, Edom to push his lies, push his hate, push his racism against us. So in the kingdom of heaven, when we're in power and the roles reverse, they're going to do exactly what you're saying. Anybody going to come to the aid of Esau, Edom?
No. Because you look at the complaints of the nations today, all go. Esau is a problem for every nation.
For every.
He just has the military, and he's control the resources. So you got to deal with him when you want to trade.
His blessing. That blessing gonna get took. Okay. Isaac, who he didn't have an ill of him here, was Yahushua. Yahushua gave him that blessing. And then guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna take that sword away from him. Okay.
Because he told
which is his power. He's gonna take the power from him.
He said, "Our brother shall rule over you." That was the end result after the blessing. All right, now I'm gonna give you this.
But your brother gonna still
just know. Right.
And people, Jake, and that's another thing. People don't understand the practicalities of how the earth works, how things function. Because guess what? Venezuela rich in oil, but in order to sell their oil, you gotta be allowed to sell it on the global market. Who runs the global market? So these nations have to comply with Esau because this nigga's in power. It ain't like it's their first choice.
Look at the island of Cuba. They still got cars from 1955. Why? Because there was a blockade upon them intermingling with the other nations.
With the global market.
With the global market.
You call it the SWIFT banking system. You look into that. That's why these nations, they have to deal with Esau because the Most High fair. He made to where you had to go through Esau because it was his time to rule. So when he's removed from power, you think because Esau gonna be a bum. Like that work gonna be zero. So how can nobody with no resources, no money, convince other nations that are in captivity with them to rebel against the ruling power? Here's that. Come on, man.
What's that? Deuteronomy, is it Deuteronomy 30:7? How the curse is gonna be upon them?
Oh yeah.
Real quick. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
So the Most High a liar?
Right.
So he gonna be under the curses. We under the curses. We can't. If we under the curses right now, and we can't bear arms and take this devil down. So when they get under the curses, they ain't gonna be able to do that.
Did the Most High say he was gonna make the tail the head, and the head the tail? But you still have men on earth that will combat what the Most High has already spoken.
They don't believe.
You can't be a true believer.
Nope.
You have to be enchanted by other spirits or be influenced by your own agenda.
That 150 ain't for nothing.
I got a precept for you. This is Isaiah 65:17. For behold, I'll create new heavens and a new earth.
What's that? A new kingdom, a new rulership, a new system. All right, because right now this is a failed system. You see, and this, if you would call it a kingdom, is really an embodiment of a failed system that's failing mankind, it's failing the earth, it's failing the 12 tribes. So in the kingdom, the Most High is going to usher in a new kingdom, a new system. All right, spearheaded by Yahushua, but we're going to administer that because we're going to be his colleagues. The heirs of Yahweh Shah are going to be his colleagues in the kingdom.
And not even heirs, joint heirs.
Joint heirs.
So we gonna do
Meaning that we're not going to have to spring off from him or be born. When he takes over, we're going to be like the 4 generals.
Yeah, what he received, we received.
Yeah, joint heirs.
Yep.
You know? Because you have that in a will. Can't you write that in a will?
Yep.
Like joint heirs?
Yep.
You have the heir, which is the son, and those joint heirs might be his brothers.
And everything's bound by that will.
Yep.
Nothing deviates outside of that will.
Yep.
Like once a person transition on,
Yeah.
and then that will has already been sealed and signified, everything inside of there is no deviation from that. It's appointed, it's appointed, it's appointed, it's appointed. Now you can have conversations between each other on how you want to allot it and make a change, but the will is the will.
Yeah.
You have to have your own separate contract or agreement to make a modification for it, man.
Real quick, since you said that, because we went into that at camp, I believe it's Luke 12, and that's gonna prove the point. Yep, this is Luke 12 and 13. It says, and one of the company said unto him, Master, speak to my brother that he divide the inheritance with me. And this is what Yahweh shall response. And he said unto him, Man, who made me a judge or a divider over you? So whatever will his father left, Yahweh shall like, I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
You know what the will say.
Yeah.
The will, it must went in the will for him to divide. Like he probably was Jake probably was a nigga, you know. So it probably wasn't in the will for him, for you to get a certain portion of the inheritance. Like you say, once it was written, okay, and the father died, it's set in stone. You know. Now, like I say, if it's at his brother's, you know, at his what you call it, his disposal. All right, if he wanted to divide a certain way, but nah, it's written like it's written, man. You know.
I got something real quick. Romans 8 and 17. You know what? I'll start from 16. It says, Romans 8 and 16, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach.
Yep.
If so be that we suffer with him, all right, this is our suffering period right now, being in captivity, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
In us, even what we going to be.
Yep.
You know, even before we go into the possessions and, you know, the rulership, what we're going to be changed into.
Yep.
That glory is something that we can't even fathom. You know? So, like I said, the kingdom not going to be America, man. The way we think of, you know, sex and family and money, we finna do things on a whole nother frequency, man. We're gonna, everything that we're gonna do, all right, is gonna be of an exalted frequency that this earth has never seen.
Because it's key rules. You looking for something else? I know you heard something. It's key pillars that uphold us, the earth. The first pillar is the law, statutes, and commandments. And within the law, statutes, and commandments, you have to have systems that's consistent with existence. See, one thing about this man's failed kingdom is that the things that he create or engineer in this society, it fails the planet Earth. Like the chemicals in the atmosphere, that's failing us. All right, the noise pollution, the air pollution, the food pollution, radiation, how he manufactures products, he extracts from the earth, deforestation. In the kingdom, everything is going to be in harmony with the planet Earth. You see?
Like you said, a lot of people work jobs that's breaking them down, and then what they producing is breaking the earth down. You know, like you said, so it's a failure all the way around.
Right.
You know.
Yep. And you can't when you work these jobs, you never built an estate. You have nothing to pass down to your heirs. You're just a tool. You retire, then you die. And that's unhealthy for humanity. See, this is chiefly about the 12 tribes of Israel, but the nations are going to benefit from us being in power pursuant to Romans the 8th chapter. All right? Okay.
No, that was it, bro.
That's it. I got a quick one.
All right.
This is Matthew 24:22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Because the failed system.
Yeah.
You know, for example, that's why you have military coups. All right, a military coup. All right, this particular leader, this dictator, he's failing in his position, and it's like we gotta get this guy out of here. So that's the military coup, where the actual military will actually remove him forcibly, his family, everybody, and they'll take over and instill a new system. Pursuant to Daniel, the saints shall take the kingdom. That's a military coup performed by Yahweh Shai and the elect.
Yeah.
All right, and they're gonna kick them out, and that old system is gonna be done away with, and the 613 is gonna be implemented in the planet Earth. Because as earthlings, I say it like that because all the nations are gonna benefit. We all have what do you call it? We all have a portion in this earth. You all have you as a duty. You as a man, you're supposed to have a family. You're supposed to have access to your sons and daughters. You're not supposed to be on child support.
Right.
All right, you're supposed to have access to clean waters. You're supposed to not be malnourished.
Split custody.
You're not supposed to have split custody. These are things that you're supposed to have as an earthling. All right, you're in this planet Earth. You're supposed to have access to these key things.
The God-given right.
That's the word.
Yeah.
We have God-given rights in this earth that Esau, Edom is depriving us from.
Yeah, like the necessities. Say he turned everything good to the godly, but turn to evil, the wine, the clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's a right.
Because the other nations are not going to have superhuman bodies.
Right.
All right, so they're supposed to have access to herbs. You know, we're going to have access to, I don't even know if I can say that, but they're supposed to have access to the plants for healing. They're supposed to have access, like I said, to crystal water.
Yep.
You know, you're not supposed to buy this some exclusive stuff. Like we're looking at it's exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's supposed to be normal. You know, mineral water. So when this man leaves, the kingdom is not gonna be a Western version of what we already see around us. Right. It's gonna be a complete paradigm shift. All right. Will the brother hold us up?
You found?
Are you want me to get that for you?
Yeah, you can get that. Because that's a beautiful point, you know, because the things in this society, you know, Esau made to destroy you, you know. So now he's gonna go into it. In our kingdom, these things are gonna go back to our benefit. Even the work in the kingdom, because your body made to move certain ways naturally. That's why our grandparents, you know, which they worked hard, but it was natural work. Like you be in these factories, the reason why you be so jacked up, what they call ergonomics, because you're doing that same motion and it's unnatural over and over again. You know, but in the kingdom, even just the way people are going to go back to working is going to benefit them. Those people that live in green zones, they live the longest from garden. Yeah. Because they say
blue zones.
Yeah, blue zones. Blue zones. A lot of them will add to their life is because they do that manual labor, but it's natural movements. Yeah. You know, even with Moab sitting on the ground, they said the reason they had them strong cores is because it's like they squatting all day. You know, they had to get up off the ground, and that's how they had them strong cores. You know.
This is Act 39, and let's start 25. So Act 39, 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for sinners.
And created from the beginning. And who created? Howard Shai, the Elohim. And what they say, it was good.
It was good.
Everything already set up.
Yep.
The earth just has to be managed, but everything, the systems, what they call the ecosystem, that's why every animal got a certain purpose. They got a certain skill set and what it do, and everything complements each other. Showing you that it was designed, it was engineered for a particular purpose, man.
Like the oysters we were talking about,
the
catfish, the bottom feeders, you know. So Act 39, 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour or wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and the oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned to evil.
They are turned to evil because now everything has been poisoned
against us.
Yeah, everything like you talking about your God-given right. Yeah. Like as men, you born with the testosterone. Yeah. But Esau create these things that lower your testosterone. Like everything you do, deodorant, certain water, certain food, like it all lowers your testosterone. Plastic, drinking out of plastic.
Even too much sodium. It's just salt.
Lotions, oil.
They said oil clogs up your arteries now.
So like it's another thing with Esau always, even you see it at a job, Esau always trying to come up with these extravagant plans and shit. But a lot of times the plan is simple.
It's simple.
Just leave. Matter of fact, all you gotta do is just leave it alone. You don't have to have this immaculate plan. Like, a lot of times, just leave things alone. Let it be.
Yep.
You know,
As it says in the scriptures, if a brother know where it is off the bat and could get it, the earth was meant to be inhabited.
Yeah.
If the earth was meant to be inhabited, then that means everything was here already for your welfare.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like the Big Bang Theory where there was an explosion and things evolved and like you just kind of got to figure. No, it was already. It's a ready-made Airbnb.
Yep.
That means the food is already in the cabinet, the refrigerator. The food is the earth, the plants, the berries, the nuts, the seeds.
Yeah.
All right, the fish. All right. What else? The fire.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already here for you. So you don't have to enhance it.
Yeah, just like with the fruits, and I forgot what it was called. You know, you have the H2O, which is water.
Yeah.
But it's something H2O2 or
H3O2.
H3O2. That's from the fruits.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's natural.
Hydration.
Yeah, natural hydration from when you juicing fruits and stuff.
Yeah.
So going back into the scripture that the sinners use it against us, now they got the GMOs.
Yeah.
But we're naturally supposed to get this resource from these plants and the soil, the fruits or whatever, vegetation. But this nigga making plastic food, you know?
Plastic food.
So when we eat it, it's not giving us that resource.
Yep.
You know, it's not giving us that energy. Now we're getting tired. We ain't supposed to eat all the energy. We was taught that food's supposed to give us energy. Why the fuck do we have the itis?
The itis.
You know, because it's chemicals.
We eating death.
Yeah, we eating death.
It's the food we're not metabolizing anything, and the things that we are metabolizing, we're metabolizing death. Now we're destroying ourselves and all type of cancers.
Chromium. Well, you said cancers. There's a strain of cancer. It's called chromium 6. Is what they put in the water supply. Now, why would you put this particular chemical in the water supply? It's called chromium 6, which is it gives you cancer. You know, the chemical trails. You got sulfur and metals.
Yeah.
So when you breathe, now sulfur is basically a heating agent. So if you got chemicals or heating agents in the atmosphere and you're breathing it in, that's what breaks down your white cells. You see?
Yeah.
You're breathing in a heating agent, chemical that would breaks down your entire immunity. That's why we got to get the mullein leaf. We got to get stuff that protects our throat.
Yeah.
You know?
And for some of us, it's harder to breathe now.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I can't hardly breathe like I used to. You know?
Some bros have the lymph node issues and stuff like that. That comes from what the fuck you breathe in from the goddamn atmosphere.
Yeah, that's why it's good if you can, get plants in your house. Get some eucalyptus oil.
Banana plants.
Yeah, banana plants. Essential oils and an oil diffuser.
Yeah.
Burning copal too.
Oh, God.
Copal, it opens up
Yeah.
the rest.
Okay. So we gotta restudy the herbs and do all of this stuff just to somewhat quote unquote live.
Yeah.
You know?
And this is what we're going to replace. When, like you say, once we do a coup on Esau, we're going to implement all these things back in the earth.
Through your house shot.
Through your house shot.
Yeah.
That's
your house shot.
That's the new heaven. If I can get that real quick.
Yeah.
That's what the new heaven and the
No
new
kick
earth.
Did you have this scripture? The earth was to be happy. I saw you.
I got it.
Okay.
You got it? Okay, go ahead.
If you need.
Yeah, I got it.
I did have it though.
Oh, okay.
It's plenty in Isaiah.
Yeah. Isaiah 45. I won't start at 17 to prove another point too. It said, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. So the salvation everlasting.
Then nobody gonna.
Yeah. So it's gonna be with no opposition. You know, no one will oppose our rulership.
And Yahushua already stated who would not bow down before him, bring him to him, and he's gonna slay him.
Hey, how to be a dictator?
Yeah.
Every dictator that comes into power, anybody that's not really with them, bring them forth. Live execution.
Oh, Jake on the street that way.
Yeah.
You think Yahushua kingdom?
Yeah.
Jake don't like that. Like, are you coming against me, bro? Like type stuff.
Yeah.
Jake ain't finna
Exactly.
convince you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna convince you to believe me.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
Yeah.
Out of here.
Yeah.
You're not even.
And it says,
Even on Esau jobs, they play some.
Man, what?
Oh, you don't like our structure? Fuck out of here.
Position post the next day.
It said, "Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded world without end. For thus said the Lord that created the heavens, the Most High Himself that formed the earth and made it. He have established it. He created it not in vain.
Not in vain." Let me make a point too. You have a leader. You have a leader that's saying that Esau Edom is going to come back into power, basically. You have a leader that's saying that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to be combated with evil again by the nation of Esau Edom. But the scripture states what? That the kingdom of Yahweh Shai is going to be without end. Right? It's going to be everlasting.
What about scripture say it should not be left to other people?
Come on, man. But that's what happens when your leader knows the scriptures allegedly, but you're not supposed to know the scriptures.
That's just like the Baptist church. Speak and shut up. Right? Meaning I speak and you shut up. You don't question anything, none of the nature. Yes, Mona. You know what started though, I interjected, but that's real good.
Okay, come. Back in Isaiah 45:18. For thus said the Lord that created the heavens, the Most High Himself that formed the earth and made it. He have established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord and there is none else.
He formed it to be inhabited. So like you said, it's simple. Leave the earth alone. Because it's already divinely inspired and designed to benefit man. The water is here for a reason. The plants are here for a reason.
The fishes, the animals.
It's all here for a reason. So even the gemstones is here for a reason.
We ain't supposed to lock off the fucking animals in goddamn zoos and shit.
Which the prisons.
Prisons, yeah.
They're here in prison houses too.
In prison.
That's why a killer will kill somebody. Like he incarcerated. You know what I mean?
Wondering why the lions end up attacking the goddamn zookeepers. Because this motherfucker's pissed off.
Same reason why you have prison riots with humans. All right, a rebellion in Earth is similar to a prison riot. This is a prison planet. People are held hostage and they're kept away from the Earth. Their Earth. It's literally our planet. You see? So in the kingdom, even as slaves, even as inferior humans, we're going to give access to the earth to everybody. Everybody's going to have access to the earth. All right? Because there's a statistic, 40% of the population of the earth is like malnourished or starving. I forget the numbers, but it's high. You're not supposed to be deprived of the earth. You know?
It's crazy. But we get boxed off in cities. You know what I'm saying? Like really, like I said, like when you get on a plane, I always look down to see the earth. And when you see a city, it's just like a box. And then you see all the trees, the water. It's like, damn, we all in these little fucking boxes that we can't go out. And if we do go out, we gotta ask for permission for land and you know what I'm saying, to grow this or do that. And we can't do that, man.
Well, wait a minute. When you fly over these cities, right? Outside the cities, what do you see?
Trees.
Yeah, because these cities, are they engineered in sync with the laws or are they engineered out of sync with the laws? How high is a building supposed to be according to the laws? 3 freaking stories, man. All right. Do we supposed to be in apartments?
And then it's supposed to have a fence. I mean, a barrier on the top of
it. So even if you do live in the city, because we had cities in Jerusalem, they're supposed to have a fenced city. All right. Every man is supposed to have his own garden, his own, you know. So
too close to everybody.
And the elites got everybody concentrated in these cities because when it's time to get them that tattoo, it's easy to control that. You see? But really, everybody's supposed to be dispersed into these states. We're not supposed to be concentrated like that.
Well, that's why Jake can't think outside the box.
Yeah, because he's literally inside of a box.
You can't think outside the box. You got Jake that ain't never left their fucking neighborhood. Jake ain't never left the hood, never left their block.
40, 50, 60 years old.
I seen that it's a documentary called, since you said it's a documentary called Crips and Bloods Made in America. And the woman was speaking about how Jake in South Central, that a lot of them never seen the Pacific Ocean.
Right next to the Pacific Ocean.
Right there.
Yeah, a lot of them never seen the Pacific Ocean.
Hey, but we in Jackson, Mississippi, right? Jake out here never been to the coast. Jake out here never been to the Fondren area.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
brothers that live locally.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the Fondren area was, so I probably came into the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jake and Jackson's small as hell, so that's living in that box.
You can't think outside the box. You don't even have no thought to even travel. And we are a nomadic people. We travel, we move around.
Yeah.
And when Jake don't be able to move, that's why I gotta move around. I can't be in one area for for so long.
Yeah.
Because your mind, you get depressed.
Yeah.
Esau created a way where he can make you depressed and vulnerable, and it's like it's an experiment to see how you could react to people next door. Just like the shooting with Jake popped the son and the father in that little apartment building, because they making noise or whatever the fuck it was. We ain't supposed to live above that people or somebody underneath us. We supposed to be free. And we can't do that here, man.
And then nature makes you sane.
Yeah.
So if you're around nature, that makes you a little more sane. And if you're deprived of nature, you're more insane.
Yep.
So it's a book called, I think, The Brain. But basically, I was saying, like, in these cities, if you look outside your window and there's another building, you're more likely to be in a confrontation. If like in your habitation, in the projects, if you're building a building, if there's no nature around you, you're more likely going to be in a confrontation. Because, like I said, that's inhumane. We're earthlings. So the moment you detach us from earth, you're going to be in balance. You're going to be in balance, man.
Flowers, like those are natural air fresheners.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing you're supposed to smell in the morning. That's why it's good to burn like Nag Champa, gardenia incense in the morning. There's another one smell good, but so when you wake up in the morning, you're getting that fragrance, and you also creativity.
It's a spirit uplifter. They'll tell you all those oils. Lemongrass. That's the one. Because where do essential oils come from? The flowers you name. You know what I mean? It's just this is a spirit of that flower. But we was going back to the scriptures.
I got something.
I got something real quick too. So this is Revelation 21:1, and it's titled "New Heaven and Earth." And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth was passed away.
What was it going to be resurrected?
Nope, it passed away.
Passed away. And the first heaven and the first earth is a metaphor for a kingdom.
Yep.
So this is a kingdom. This is a management system running the earth that's felling the earth.
And Esau's rulership is not going to die, pass away, and then be resurrected.
How? It tells you promotion comes of the Most High. So every kingdom that came into power was of Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai. All right? It tells you the book of Daniel was that towards Nebuchadnezzar. He said, whose breath is the hand of the Most High. Your breath is in the hand of the Most High. Like, you're my chess piece on this chessboard. All right? So where in the prophecy is the Most High going to bring Esau back?
Yeah, and with that statement from Nathaniel 7 or Bishop Nathaniel,
Nate Satan,
you lose all respect,
you
lose all credibility, and you're really just dishonorable. Like if you're the military, you should receive an immediate dishonorable discharge.
It's coming if you don't, where he going, he gonna get that dishonor. But then, like I'm glad you said that. Like add, if you follow IUIC, I can't take you serious. After what he said, and you still there, as a man, you got you and your family there, I can't take you serious.
Forget your friends. Forget your shaloms. Like, bro, just
you seen them yesterday?
Nah.
They was at the tailgate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
They normally be outside.
In the middle of the madness,
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's
handing out flyers.
Out of season in hell.
I'm glad I ain't seen
it.
Let me finish this up. It said, I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, which is Esau's kingdom. And there was no mercy.
The condition of this earth, because the earth not going to pass away. He's made to be inhabited. But the earth in this condition, that's going to pass away.
And John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
Yeah, those are the new rulers being ushered in.
That's it.
The elect and the families, but also the elect. They're descending from the chariot, coming into the earth promoted as rulers. Because you had
to take over.
You had the commissioning ceremony in 2nd Ezra 2nd.
Yeah, they graduated.
They graduated, and you get and they receive palms in their hands,
Incarnation.
crowns and palms.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother.
Incarnation.
Yeah.
The king.
Yeah. So now, because we that's the graduation, like you said, and receive the palm, which are victory palms and crowns. So now we're going to descend from them chairs as rulers, running the planet Earth the right way. Why do you think we care about this right now? Why do you think it's being put on our spirit right now to be like, man, the Earth not being ran right? It's more than we finna be kings. No, it's like, no, we have to, like the Earth really has to be run the right way. You see? It's more than shiny boots, fringes, or yelling real loud with a full beard, the perfect full beard. No, it's like, no, literally, there has to be new rulers running the Earth.
Yes, sir.
You know?
And, I'm gonna jump to that real quick, 2nd Ezra 2, because that's heavy. Because it says in here that the incorruption shall put on
More than what's put on immortal.
Yep. So we're gonna be immortals. So we're finna the twinkling of an eye. We're finna be in an entirely different state of a person.
And it's gonna be known we're gonna be immortal.
Yeah.
How you gonna convince?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like these guys.
Are we gonna die to spiritual power?
And then the heathen they gonna be snitching too. The Edomite came me talking about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I the one, you know, Salaki was
But we did it when the heathen was in power. Mordecai was like, man, they plotted some shit against you.
Yep.
So when you ain't king, come on, man. Come on, son.
Yep. Let me get this is 2nd Ezra 2, and I start from 42, and then I'm gonna go back to Revelation 21.
I'm gonna make one point.
Go ahead, bro.
The story ends with Yahushua ruling his kingdom and Israel being joint heirs with him
forever and ever
and ever. There is no new Bible that is spoken of that is to be written about the atrocities, the blessings, and the curses of the nation of Israel. The Most High is already giving us the blueprint on how the story ends. Nate's adding a to be continued. You know, you watch a good sitcom.
Yeah, like ain't no sequel, nigga.
Alternate ending.
Yeah, but you know what? Because like in the movie, the bad guy finally wins. I mean, the bad guy finally gets his ass whipped, right? Right before it goes off, like there's a sign that there's gonna be a sequel because the bad guy peeps his head back above the grave.
Like what was that movie? Freddy vs. Jason. Remember Jason had his head walking out the water, and then Freddy looked up and he winked like okay, to be continued.
No date.
It's a cartoon.
It's
a cartoon. They have a cartoon understanding.
Because unlike this kingdom, the counselor won't come back. In this kingdom, you'll find a counselor. Maybe you get the counselor removed, and 6 months later the counselor comes back. The counselor of the earth not gonna come back.
Because Nathan 7, he's not moved by the spirit.
No,
he's moved by his hate toward the apostle Tahar. That's what drives him. That's what motivates him. That's what encourages him to continue on in the fashion that he is. But a lot of guys don't understand that. Like he's not moved by doing what thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He's moved by a secret, invisible competition with Elder Apostle Tahar.
And you ain't fighting against Elder Apostle Tahar. You fighting against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
You know?
And you know what? I peeped that, bro. Because a lot of leaders, even outside of Israel, they slick envy the other leaders. Like if you hear certain things, and I could have heard it wrong, but like I think like say Louis Farrakhan is slick in competition with Malcolm X. But it be stuff that we don't even know about. But those men up top, they have things amongst each other. It's like, damn, that's how y'all was feeling. You know,
it's like that at every level. Because look at it like this: at operation level, let's say floor level. How do Jake interact with one another? They in competition. They making $5 an hour, $7 an hour, hate on each other. Then the next layer of people, they may make $15 to $20 an hour, they hate on each other. The next layer of people making $30 an hour, they hate on each other. Then you get the management, you get the senior management, you get the vice president.
Well, that's how it is in the police force. The regular
patrolmen,
they don't fuck with the FBI, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, they don't fuck with the
detectives.
The detectives and stuff.
The
sheriffs, you know. That's why I'm watching that shit. The sheriffs be fighting against the detectives be fighting against the regular police officers and shit like that. You know,
even down here, you got Capital City Police
Yeah.
beefing with Jackson Police Department.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight
That's
up.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, let me get back to the scripture. 2nd Ezra 2:42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Sion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, which is Yahushua. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with a mindset.
Yep.
Now, like we're transitioning from thinking like mortals to immortals.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So our decision making is based off immortality now. You see, we have an immortal
Thoughts.
we have an immortal mindsets now.
Yeah.
You know, then we're gonna actually put off these mortal clothing,
This flesh.
and put on those immortal bodies. But it starts with a mindset first, man.
Yep.
And if you think, like I say, if you are IUIC, okay, your mindset is not being transitioned into immortal thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
that's why it's so easy for them to try to limit
Yeah.
the power of the Most High and Yahweh Shai.
And like you said, Elder, we're inside a box in America.
Mm-hmm.
But even in you in these different camps like IUIC,
In a box.
you still thinking in a box because you're trying to build within the confines of your captivity.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even thinking past this kingdom, man.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're the reason why we call bump camps on one level because we're not investing in this kingdom.
Yeah.
Everything that we put our energy to is for the kingdom to come, man.
That's right.
You know?
Yep.
And how much is the live stream been going? How long?
It's probably 50 some minutes.
Okay. We'll get like
close.
yeah.
Yeah, 61 minutes, so about an hour.
Yeah,
Hour
okay.
and a minute. But real quick, I just looked up immortal. It says undying, never dying, living forever, never dying or decaying, deathless.
But you know what? Except for the kingdom to come, all kingdoms decay.
Mm-hmm.
A kingdom is like a person.
Yeah.
You have the birth of the empire,
Mhm.
the peak of the empire,
Yeah,
then the decline of the empire.
Mm.
So like 1950s, I would say was at the peak,
Yeah.
the prime. That's when America was Marilyn Monroe. That's when she was a baddie.
Mm-hmm.
Then she hit the wall.
One job household.
One job household, man. That dollar was
And
strong.
America had a lot of manufacturing then too.
Yeah, good year for it.
Yes.
Now look, now it's not like Jake was telling me the other day. Look, the days of having one job, that's gone.
It's over with.
You need about 3 streams, bro. You need multiple streams.
Yep.
So with the decline, but in the kingdom, the kingdom of heaven is always gonna be at its peak.
That's right.
It's gonna be the birth, the engineering of it, and then the peak. And it's never gonna decline from that peak.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
the Lord said the kingdom of heaven is in you.
Yeah.
You know what he was saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you think that right now, in foreseeing what the kingdom of heaven is going to be, the Most High already said that, hey, you can't even fathom what the, you know what I'm saying, what he has prepared.
I have not seen no ear.
You heard, yeah.
And then it tells you in 2nd Ezra, I'm just quoting it. It tells you when he created, like in the book of Genesis, and when he said there were flowers with like odors that you can't, fathom. Like there were odors in the flowers, and the fruit that would taste that you just can't. This is the rough draft kingdom. That was just the little startup kingdom. There was the setup to be done away with. Imagine like the actual kingdom going into what you saying. Like we can't fathom what Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai has set up for us, bro.
I go prepare a place for you.
Come on. And like we're going like the spirit be on brother to get into those planets.
Yeah.
Those planets are just other paradises. It's an extension of what's gonna start here. You know? Gemstone City.
Yeah.
You know you play those video games like Super Mario, Sonic.
Yeah.
Weren't their names like Emerald City?
Yep. Emerald City.
Emerald City?
Yep.
And I watched a movie, I watched the beginning of Mario Brothers, and I realized they were going into the scriptures. Because the princess came from another world, and she was like, yeah, within the universe's galaxies is just far out. Like, where did she get that from?
Yeah.
But every little planet, there was on different planets, bro. And it was really like within the different kingdoms, man. So where did they get that from?
Scriptures.
So how in the world the heathen has more vision than you. How in the world the heathen can think past the earth and you can't think past the earth?
Because he wants to tap into that now.
Yeah.
The Hubble telescope.
He wants to tap into the blessing that's not for him.
Yep.
You know?
Let's go. We get back to Revelation 21.
Yep.
Verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, which is the marriage. All right, us being one with our husband, which is Yahushua. All right. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High with men. All right, with the Israelite men. And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
So you're gonna be,
come on, man.
you're gonna set up a military
Against that? Come on, man.
the power who created existence. He actually gonna dwell with us, man. Like his son is gonna dwell with us, man. The chief captain under Yahweh, and you finna be like, hey, I know when they be slipping. I know when they'll be paying attention. I think we can overthrow them.
That's crazy.
Like, come on, man.
That's crazy.
Let's be realistic.
That's crazy. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I'm interested. Like, damn, is they gonna win?
Yeah.
Is they gonna?
That might be like a comedy skit.
Yeah. But how about this, y'all?
Yeah.
They actually thought that Esau was gonna come back. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You can't fathom that.
Yeah.
We're scared to do it now. Like we being oppressed, we can't do that
You
now.
gotta remember, they're gonna be under the curses.
Yeah, come on, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 4, it says, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Esau was just a vessel for an example of wickedness running the earth.
Mhm.
That dude wasn't important.
Mhm.
Esau was an example of what wickedness was. And Most High used a nation to set an example to embody wickedness.
Mhm.
This is what happens when you run the earth in wickedness.
Mhm.
Going back to the transgression of Adam, fully manifested to America. All right, this is an example of wickedness, and this is what I'm gonna do with it. What should be the party asunder of the time? Destruction. So when that nuclear missile hit, there's not gonna be a resurrection of wickedness.
That's the great divide.
That's the great divide.
That's right.
The end of one world and the beginning of the next to follow.
That's why how should show up when the nukes hit?
It's the beginning. It's over. It's over.
That's it.
So there is no, but you fail understanding this. You err not knowing the scriptures.
Mhm.
You know?
Can I please get something?
Let's go,
You
bro.
got it.
That's the only thing I'm gonna get. It's going back to something the elder boy had said, laying back and off your point. It's going to Revelation 22:3 down to 5. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of the Most High and the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. And they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads, and they shall need no night, and there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun, for the Lord Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, give them light, and they shall reign forever and ever.
And it's literal, forever and ever. No interruption, no commercial breaks. You know how you gotta like shake the TV to make it show? Hey, no, man. It's just gonna be forever and ever. And we've been in captivity. Huh?
And this is in the book of Revelation.
It's the last book. And we've been in captivity for so long, it's hard to get your mind around the fact that we're gonna rule forever. All right? You got a closing one?
Can I finish 21? Yeah, because it goes in. This actually goes right back to what the elder just brought out. Verse 5, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are faithful and, these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, it is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son.
It's like, because it's the fountain of life.
Mm-hmm.
This wisdom is going to create so much abundance and life in the earth. You know, just like if you got two diets, you know, and this new diet you on, you know, you're losing weight, you got more clarity, you got more energy, you know. Why would you go back to the old diet when you was sluggish?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these heathens, they're gonna, when you see the benefits of
Yeah.
something, you keep doing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So once they start seeing the benefits of the kingdom and start clicking, okay, there's gonna be no way to convince them to go back to all the things we chemtrails, fries that don't perish. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
DNA test.
Yeah.
So it's gonna initially, because you gotta discipline the heathen, their children.
Yeah.
So initially it's gonna come off like, damn, it's more restrictions. But the fruit of it is life.
Yep.
Now the earth is gonna be alkaline. All right, the existence is gonna be alkaline. Right now, the existence is at a very low pH acidic level, and we're living it. But soon the earth is gonna be alkaline, man. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's it.
And with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shemi, Shai, by Shon, Kakadash, that will honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of the great millstone of well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness in the house of everything elect. Ba ba ba. Come here, Shalom. You have our small Shabbat, thumb, Shalom. Wow.